what if there was a way to like actually measure influence beyond just like how many thumbs up emojis you get?
Sure.
And even more than that, what if you could turn that influence into actual rewards? Like actual money.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter if you're like some big social media superstar or just someone who like knows what's cool.
Right. Exactly.
That's Vfluence. We're diving into that today. So let's unpack this a little bit, right? They call themselves an influence marketplace.
They do. And it's built on this whole idea that anyone can be influential in their own way.
Okay, so how does that work in practice?
So imagine a platform where you've got like two main sides, right? You got promoters and influencers.
Okay, I'm with you.
Promoters could be like businesses, artists, really anyone who has something that they want to get in front of the right people. But instead of just sending out a bunch of free stuff and hoping for the best, promoters on Vfluence offer actual rewards. And these rewards, they come in the form of VBX tokens.
VBX tokens. All right, I'm intrigued.
You get to choose which promoters you want to work with and on what terms. Basically, you share these unique links. Could be on your blog, social media, wherever you've got, your followers.
Wait, hold on. So even if someone clicks a link in like a private message or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They can track that.
That is the beauty of it. Vfluence can track all those, what they call dark social interactions, all the stuff that traditional platforms miss.
Wow.
So it's really about capturing your actual impact, not just those vanity metrics,
Okay, I see. So say, like, I'm an influencer. I brought in a bunch of clicks for a promoter. How do I actually, like, see those VBX tokens roll in? Does it, like, show up in my account?
It's actually a really clever system. So let's say a promoter, they put up 100 VBX for a campaign, right? Okay. If you have 3 influencers participate, that 100 VBX is divided up based on the results each influencer delivers. More clicks, more views, whatever the goal is, the bigger your share of the reward.
Oh, I see.
Makes sense, right?
That's really interesting. So it's like, it's very results oriented.
Exactly.
This whole like VBX thing,
So they use something called an ERC20 token. And yeah, I know it sounds kind of jargony.
A little bit, yeah.
But just think of it like a digital stamp,
Okay.
It verifies each VBX, ensures that it's legit.
Okay, so it's all about security then, basically.
Exactly. It's about making sure that everything's secure, everything's transparent, above board, all that good stuff. But the important thing to remember is that VBX, that token, it's like the fuel that powers this whole Vfluence ecosystem. Vfluence, they call their campaigns tributes.
Tributes. Okay, I like the sound of that. Tell me more.
So imagine like Kickstarter, but instead of funding projects, you're funding influence toward a specific goal.
Ooh, interesting.
Right. So let's say you have, I don't know, a new song that you're trying to promote.
Oops.
You could set up a tribute on Vfluence, right? And offer up some VBX to influencers who can help you get people to listen to your song on Spotify.
Oh, that's cool.
There are some like built-in safeguards.
Okay, good.
So for example, promoters, they set a target number of interactions they want for their tribute, to call it a success. Once they hit that target, boom, the tribute ends, the rewards are distributed.
That makes sense. So no one can just keep stringing influencers along hoping for like a tiny reward, right?
Exactly. That's the idea.
What happens if like a tribute doesn't even hit the minimum number of interactions? Like what happens then?
That's a great question. So in that case, the promoter actually gets a partial refund.
They have these things called categories.
All right, so categories, they're all about matching influencers with opportunities that actually make sense for them, that align with their, their passions, their expertise.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are into fashion, music, tech, whatever, there's a category for you.
Yeah.
And think about it. You're connecting with brands and promoters who are specifically looking for your unique voice, your specific audience.
So like, for example, say you're, I don't know, obsessed with vintage video games.
Yeah.
You could end up connecting with like a company that's re-releasing a classic console. They need your retro gaming expertise to like actually reach the right people.
Exactly. It's about leveraging your specific interest, your specific expertise, and actually having a real impact.
Let's talk about how you present yourself on the platform, right? Because I understand Vfluence has a very specific and kind of interesting approach to profiles.
They do. Vfluence profiles are not about, crafting this over-the-top persona or inflating your follower count. None of that.
Right, because everybody's doing that.
Exactly.
And it's exhausting.
It's about showcasing what makes you uniquely influential. What are you passionate about? What communities do you connect with? It's about showing promoters why you're the perfect person to champion their message. Right now, so much of the value that's created online is like captured by the platforms themselves, right?
Yeah.
Not the creators who are actually making the stuff that people actually want to see. They're putting the power and maybe more importantly, the profits back in the hands of like the actual individuals, the creators.
Especially people who might have been like overlooked or undervalued in the past.
Right.
Like smaller creators, people who maybe don't fit that like traditional influencer mold.
100%. Vfluence is hinting at this future where creators, regardless of their like background, their follower count, can actually earn a living doing what they love.
Yeah.
And have actual control over their careers. Vfluence is just like one part of this bigger vibranium network.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this whole ecosystem that they seem to be building with things like V-commerce, which I guess is their own marketplace, and V-capital. It sounds like it's about like community-driven investments.
It's wild. It's like they're creating this like infrastructure for a whole new creator-driven like economy.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where like you can not only earn from your influence, but you could actually like invest in other creators that you believe in, sell products directly to your community, like cut out the middleman entirely.
It's like a whole new world.
Yeah.
And they're like keeping the details under wraps for now, but it definitely makes you wonder, like, what does the future hold?
Right. Could this model be applied beyond influencer marketing?
Like, could we use this model to like reimagine how we value teachers, how we value artists? The possibilities are huge. If you're as intrigued by this whole Vfluence thing as we are, we definitely encourage you to like go down that rabbit hole, do some exploring of your own. This deep dive, it just scratched the surface. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.